Iron Hands. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom surrounded by deep, dark forests, there lived a king who ruled wisely and well. One day, a hunter ventured into the forest that bordered the kingdom and found a strange, enchanted spring. As he leaned closer to take a drink, a mighty hand shot up out of the water and dragged him down. The hunter never returned. The king, being a brave man, sent more hunters to investigate this mysterious spring, but none of them ever came back. Finally, he ordered his soldiers to drain the spring. And what do you think they found at the bottom? Not treasure, not jewels, but a wild man with hair and a beard made of iron. His eyes burned like fire, and his name was Iron Hans. The king had Iron Hans captured and locked in a cage in the castle courtyard. He ordered that the cage be guarded day and night because Iron Hans was no ordinary prisoner. He was dangerous and powerful. Now, the king had a young son, a curious little prince who loved to explore. One day, as he played near the cage, Iron Hans called out to him, "Little prince, I am thirsty. Please bring me some water." The boy, feeling sorry for the wild man, fetched a cup of water and passed it through the bars of the cage. Iron Hans smiled and said, "Thank you, kind boy. If you let me out of this cage, I can help you. The lock is simple. Just find the key hidden under your mother's pillow." The little prince hesitated. He knew stealing the key would be wrong, but his heart told him to help the poor wild man. So that night, he crept into his mother's room, took the key, and unlocked the cage. With a mighty roar of gratitude, Iron Hans stepped out and said, "You have freed me, and someday I will repay your kindness. But now you must come with me. If you stay here, the king will punish you for releasing me." The boy, frightened of his father's wrath, agreed. Iron Hans carried him deep into the forest. In the heart of the woods, Iron Hans showed the boy a magical golden well. "This well is powerful," said Iron Hans, "but you must not let anything fall into it, or it will bring trouble." The boy promised to be careful, but one day, as he played near the well, his golden ball slipped from his hands and splashed into the water. When he reached in to retrieve it, his hair turned to pure gold. Seeing what had happened, Iron Hans warned him, "You must leave this place now. Your golden hair will make you stand out wherever you go. Go out into the world, hide your true identity, and learn what it means to survive on your own. When you need me, call my name, and I will come to help you." The boy, now disguised as a poor servant, traveled far and wide. He found work in another king's palace, where he kept his golden hair hidden under a cap. He spent years working hard, learning humility and responsibility. But one day, the king's daughter noticed his golden hair peeking out from under his cap. Intrigued, she fell in love with him. The prince loved her too, but he felt unworthy of her love because he was living as a servant. Meanwhile, a great war broke out, and the kingdom was under attack. The prince saw his chance to prove himself. He slipped away from the palace and called upon Iron Hans for help. Iron Hans appeared in a flash, bringing with him an army of golden warriors. Together, they defeated the enemy and saved the kingdom. The king, grateful for the young man's bravery, offered him his daughter's hand in marriage. But before the wedding, the prince revealed his true identity. He took off his servant's cap and let his golden hair shine in the sunlight. The king, the princess, and all the people marveled at his beauty and courage. At the wedding feast, a surprise guest arrived. It was Iron Hans. He was no longer a wild man, but a powerful king who had been cursed. The prince's kindness had broken the spell, and Iron Hans was free. The two kings embraced, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. The 3 lessons to remember. Once there was a storyteller who leaned in close and whispered, "Did you hear about the golden-haired prince and Iron Hands? Well, let me tell you 3 little secrets they showed us." First, the storyteller said, never judge someone by how they look on the outside. Remember Iron Hands? He may have been a wild, hairy man, but he was kind, loyal, and full of surprises. Sometimes the most magical people are hiding under the roughest disguises. Second, they continued, their voice getting softer and more mysterious. Mistakes happen, like when the boy dropped his ball into the golden well. But mistakes can lead to adventures, lessons, and even golden hair. So don't be afraid of messing up. It's part of the journey. And finally, the storyteller said, their eyes twinkling, always be brave, kind, and true. The prince didn't wait for someone else to save the day. He worked hard, helped others, and called for help when he needed it. In the end, he found love, friendship, and his destiny. The storyteller leaned back and smiled. So remember these things, my little adventurers, because one day you might find yourself with a golden ball, a strange well, or even a wild man named Iron Hands. And when that happens, you'll know just what to do.